Hi, everybody. This is my Module 1 for School Law. My name is Angie Bretches. So, a little bit about me. I am married to my husband, Taylor. We do not have any kids, but we do have two dogs. I received my high school degree from Olathe South in Olathe, Kansas, and I went on to K-State to get my bachelor's degree in elementary ed. I'm currently a sixth grade teacher at a middle school. I teach language arts and social studies, and this is my third year. Next year, it'll look a little bit different. We're doing a schedule change, and I will not teach social studies anymore, and I will just teach 5 sections of language arts. I have been deemed the lead technology representative for sixth grade. So I have 6 other teachers that I work directly with all the time. There are 5 other classroom teachers, and then one teacher that is the lead of the SPED department that we work really close with, and she is kind of in charge of all of our scheduling and what peers get to come in our room. And we have a great team, and we work really well together, and we go and get grants to go on trips and further our knowledge. So we have a lot of fun together, and it really is helpful to love who you work with. I have 2 groups of students, 26 kids in each. So I switch them back and forth between my co-teacher and myself. She teaches in math and science, and then they come to me for language arts and social studies, and we just flip back and forth all day. A critical reflection about my district, my building, my principal, and my superintendent are very aware of the current issues in the laws and licensure. They're always reminding us to check our licenses before we show videos in our classroom. They send us articles all the time about how education is changing and laws and things going on. Way above us. And so they're really great about keeping us updated. And they always are reminding us of stuff that's in our board policy when we go into meetings or we have meetings about kids or need to call parents and that kind of thing. Board policies for technology and classroom expectations we do have. We are one-to-one, so there is clear-cut rules and costs and expectations with their Chromebooks. We also have board policies in regards to grades and calling parents before grades are posted. Something we could be better at is I believe we could be more black and white when it comes to our discipline procedures and policies. When a student goes to the office, if there's an issue, it's not really clear what the expectation is or what the consequence is going to be. So I think that if there is a consequence with situations, it needs to be more black and white so the students know what to expect if they make a wrong choice. We do have Alice training, and we have had scenario training as staff a few times. We have yet to have practice with students, and I think that we could be better about practicing with our students. We do talk to them, and we talk about our plan, and we talk about what we're going to do, but I believe that our students need to see what it's like to go through that process, and I hope that in the future we can have a few more drills because as sixth graders, they are still a little bit anxious about it, as every student is, but they have a ton of questions and they're not really sure what to expect. So it's kind of hard when they want to talk about it all the time and we can't show them. Personal reflection of mine. I'm familiar with our board policies. I'm knowledgeable about state laws, but I could be better. There's always room for improvement. I feel like I don't know everything that there is, and I want to be better about that. I do have SPED background. When I was in college, I took a ton of hours in the SPED department, so I feel like I am knowledgeable about IEPs and minutes and peer support and all of that fun stuff. So but I do want to become more familiar about our specific board policies. I know the general ideas, but I want to be able to dig deeper and actually understand what they're trying to say, because I think that that's part of the problem is that there are so many words and it gets super wordy and muddied down. And so I would like to know more about what they're talking about. My plan for this course is just to dig deeper in my personal school policies. I want to be able to relate our school laws and policies to ideas and concepts that we will learn in this class. I believe that it would be beneficial if I could take our policies and our laws and say, okay, they got to this conclusion based on this process. I want to see what steps are needed to take to get things into the board policy and just how everybody decides what's important and what's not. Something else that I plan to do is learn and compare laws and expectations and policies from other districts, and that comes from learning from my peers. So I think that it is important to compare and see what works and what doesn't. And I think that that is going to be a big part of this, is just talking to other people and learning and seeing what they do. So I hope to see some familiar faces, and I'm excited to get started.